Hey guys, we're going to do a 100% walkthrough of Psycho Cell Block on Psychotic difficulty. Now this is going to include all 20 collectibles as well as the one secret. Now this mission, you can get all the collectibles and the secret in a single playthrough. You don't have to do it twice. Now that guy's going to talk for about a minute, so we're just going to kind of jump right into it. As I mentioned before, I absolutely love this game. Big fan of PSVR, and especially this one. And I like the franchise. A lot of great nods to the original game, although it technically really doesn't have much to do with it, but that's not the point. So anyway, we're going to jump right into it. We're going to find our first collectible here as soon as we load in. It is going to be on the right-hand side. We're going to do a sequence of events here kind of quick. We have to hit the collectible on the right, hit the switch, and then shoot another collectible right away. So the first Skittle, or collectible, is going to be right at the very beginning, just to the right. Now immediately hit the switch over there on the left side of the track, and as you're coming around the bend, look up in the distance and you will find your second Skittle. Technically that's part of the right track path, but if you want to do this in one playthrough, you have to shoot it early from down below. You can also get it from down over here as well. So technically part of the right track, but you can hit it from the left side. So now we're going to find the secret. The one and only secret, of course. It's going to be inside of this shack. As soon as you enter it, immediately look to the right in the center. There's a chair. Get a close look at it and it'll take you to this. Alright, so now you're just going to move along here at a pretty slow pace. As we come around this bend, we will find our third Skittle, which again are just bowling pins dressed up as clowns. And you're going to find this on the above the stone wall right in front of us, above those crates. So get that pretty easy. Now coming up ahead, we got the building just in front of us, and there's a graveyard. It's going to be on both sides of the track. The next collectible is actually going to be sitting in the snow just off the left side of the track. Pretty easy to find this one. I suspect no one will miss this. So you can see it sitting down there. Go ahead and take a closer look at it. Alright, so now we're going to go inside, and this level has a couple sequences that are pretty difficult, mostly revolving around the nurse, and there's actually two sections with her. But we have to get there first, so as soon as you enter the building, right in front of you there's some crates. Shoot them. It'll reveal another one of the collectibles right in the corner there. Now it's about to go dark. Alright, so at this point you got a bunch of enemies in front of you. Use both your guns. Just spam as fast as you can if you're playing on the hardest difficulty. Reload, shoot. Pretty good strategy for most of the sequences in the game. And then of course you could just use the explosive barrels to throw the two guys throwing Molotov cocktails above you. So again, we're going to creep along this track at a snail's pace. And there's going to be another switch on the opposite side here of this room. You see the little circle, the little white circle? You shoot that to switch to the left track. So make sure you do that. Alright, so as you enter this next room, there's going to be a Molotov cocktail guy to the right in front of you. Just up there to the left on the beam right above where we're located. Now you'll find a Skittle, and then on the railing right over here. So there's two Skittles in this room, probably within 30 feet of each other. Make sure you don't miss them. Now you're going to have to shoot these guys, shoot the Molotovs, and you can instantly blow them up. And if they get to you, it is going to be a one-hit kill. Alright, so in this section here, there's no collectibles or anything, but we have a series of enemies that are going to drop down. Be careful of the guy that's going to come from the right side. He almost got the jump on me there. So this part's not too difficult. But that'll do it for this section. This, by the way, is not going to really appear as any good on the YouTube video, but I'm telling you, in VR, this room, in this section right here, looks really cool. Alright, so moving on, I'm going to grab my shotgun, which is always my preferred weapon in this game. So you're going to have to do your kind of leaning left and right in order to avoid getting hit by these. They do damage against you. Oh, my battery backup just went off. I don't know if you heard that. We have some storms in the area, so I'm not surprised. But we're going to make it through this recording, and we're going to get down this hall. We're going to have a bunch of guys jumping out at you. You're going to have to take them out pretty quickly before they throw their cocktails at you. Alright, it's been a while since we had a collectible, and we're going to have one in just a moment. As you're going down here, you're going to see just to the right as you enter the clearing of the next area, right about where I'm shining the lights right now. As soon as you go down, you got half a second to shoot this right there. So make sure you get that, and then we're going to have another Skittle. 2 of them in this room. As soon as you enter this room, it's in the dark, but it's right down there. And then there's going to be one above you. So one below you, one above you, right there. Again, the first one is there, second one's up there. Make sure you get both of those. We're going to have another couple here in just a second. Skittle number 11. As you're coming down in this room, look at the mine cart above you. And then on the ground to the left of you. Now this section, the easiest way to do it, take out the guys with the guns. Leave the explosive barrels if you can. There's going to be a second wave. And that second wave is you could just take out real easily by shooting the exploding barrels. But first you got to get through these guys throwing the Molotovs from above. Now the final wave is going to come. Again, just use the explosive barrels that you left there and it'll clear out the entire room. Except for that one last guy, apparently. So now we're going to move on to the next section. Right in front of us, you see some crates. Shoot them, because right behind them is Skittle number 13. And you can see his hat right there. I'm just going to get a little closer before we shoot it. Alright, so now, guys, I want you to meet the nurse. The nurse is a pain in the ass. There's also a switch right there to make the track go to the left, so hit the switch as well while you're in this room. Alright, there's the switch. You want to make sure you go down the left path because there's going to be 2 collectibles here. Everything that you do in this is actually on the left side. So head down here, look to the right, and you'll have a split second to shoot that one, and then look to the left, and a split second to shoot that other one. Got a couple more right here. Skittles in this room. As soon as you enter this room, front left, and then the back right corner. Now you're going to have your first encounter with the nurse, well, the first actual battle sequence. And this on the hardest difficulty can be difficult. You just need to keep shooting her. At some point, she's going to come up to your cart. Make sure you have ammo. If you run out of guns, just pick up another one. You don't want to be left with a pistol. And just keep spamming. That's probably the best strategy here is spam and reload. And make sure if you run out of gun ammo, you pick up another gun. So now that we've fended her off, we're going to go into the next room. Again, first there was the second collectible in this room. There was one at the beginning of the room. You're going to find another one as you enter the next room. You have to immediately look to the left. So as you come around this corner, look to your left, shoot that. And we got the second half of the nurse fight here. And again, she's going to be jumping around. I'll tell you, this scares the hell out of you if you're playing this in VR. So just shooting as much as I can. If she gets close, you better make sure your guns are reloaded. Once you get here, just keep shooting, and that'll end her day, thankfully. Now we just have the final boss battle, which is actually pretty easy. And no, you are dead, so we'll leave you alone. So as you come down here, you've got another downward path here. You're going to shoot through on a wall here in a second. And then as soon as you do that, immediately on the left side of the room, on the left side of the wall there, rather, is the final, well, not the final one, but number 19. If you missed it coming around that corner, you got a chance to shoot it right here once again. So you'll have 2 opportunities for that. Now for this sequence, all you need to do is just put lead into him and keep pushing him back. When he walks past explosive barrels, just shoot the barrels. So pretty easy, just keep picking up guns, keep putting lead into them, and then shoot the barrels. That's all you need to do. You do got to be mindful of the guys up above, and that first set of guys, if you look to the right of them, is the final skittle in the level. There's going to be a few more over people above you, overpasses, I guess, if you will. There's another set of guys right there throwing Molotovs at you. Get them first, and then again, just pick up guns, keep shooting. If you stop shooting, he'll get too close to you, and then he'll kill you. As he's walking past the exploding barrels, shoot them. Relatively simple. Another set of guys above. Some more weapons. And just keep laying into them. Towards the end, you're going to completely run out of ammo. You're just going to have your pistols, but that's okay. You're just going to have to make one more shot against the exploding barrels. So here we go. This is the final section. As soon as you shoot these, you're in the clear. So that'll do it for this this level. We managed to get all the collectibles without having to do a second run.
I see you had some ups and downs.
And you'll see here on the results screen, I got 20 out of 20, plus the 1 secret. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button and, of course, subscribe.